So today's video is going to be about a very interesting development by Majid Al Futtaim. They have launched their first phase of this project 3 months ago, and the response was very crazy in the market. I will show you when I was there at the launch to find a unit for my investors. It was quite a challenge for us. But before that, why I am making this presentation is because of one of main reason is the location and the uniqueness of this project. On the back of my screen, if you can see, I have opened the satellite view of Dubai. I will explain it to you why investing in this community will make you money for sure, because currently in this competitive market of Dubai real estate, it's very hard to make huge profits if you are not careful with your investment. Let's jump right into it. So if you can see, this is our coastal line where you can see the Palm Jumeirah. I will surely, if you can't see it over the screen, so I will surely pop it up so that you can have a better understanding and better visual representation on it. So this is our whole coastal line of Dubai, which is very limited in supply and the prices are quite high here. So this is our main Sheikh Zayed Road, right? This is our Al Khail. This is our Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed, and this is the E611 Emirates Road. So these four major lifelines of Dubai, which I have already explained in my Valley video as well, I'm going to repeat it again. These major lifeline of Dubai, any communities which are coming right in between or parallel to it, have the best connectivity right now if they want to go anywhere in Dubai. And the future metro line plans, if you have seen it over the Road Transport Authority's website, all of the Dubai is going to be connected by the metro lines. The interesting location that I wanted to talk about today is that this is our Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Road. This is our Sheikh Hamdan Al Nayan. This is our Emirates Road. And right next to the Global Village, there is a community coming up by Majid Al Futtaim. It is the second phase that they are going to be launching in few days now. So there are quite a few investors of mine who are actually waiting for the launch of this community. This is the second phase that are coming up with. So Majid Al Futtaim, why I'm talking about this location right now is because if you see this belt, a very interesting belt of Dubai land, where this is our Arabian Ranches 1, the Mac Hills, Nishama Town Square, Villanova, Arabian Ranches 3. Anyone who have invested in these communities on the very initial first two phases, tell me anyone who have lost their money. Because when you're investing in the master community, when you're investing in a very quality product, you are most likely to make money out of it. And back in the days when these communities were launched, there were a very shortage of houses in Dubai as well. So this was the major game, the demand and supply game, why this turned out to be very fruitful for many investors. So you must be thinking like this belt have already been matured, and why the investment is going to be fruitful if we are entering into the same again. So if you look closely, this is our Al Barari, Majan, Global Village, Villanova, Arabian Ranches 3. So Arabian Ranches 3, the people who have invested at the first phase of Arabian Ranches 3, they have made the money already, because the townhouses that were trading at 1.5 to 1.7, now they're trading at somewhere around 2.7, 2.6. Villanova, I still remember 2 years back, one of my investor bought a townhouse of 3 bedroom for 1.5 million. Now they're trading somewhere at 2.4, 2.5 million. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but this is the old case study which I don't remember exactly. But what I'm trying to say is that whoever have invested in these communities in this belt of Dubai land, they are reaping the fruits of it. But now a lot of communities which have been developed, they have reached the maturity of the price. So anyone who is willing to invest in a ready property in this belt of Dubai land, they need to have a holding capacity as well, so that they can make some profit out of it. But if you want to make good profit, and if you want to make a good returns, you have to really understand that always enter into the master plan when it is in the first initial or second phase. But even if you enter into a second phase of a community and you invest into a specific floor plan which are limited in numbers inside that, and you also have a clear exit plan with your consultant, only then you will be able to reap the most reward out of it. I'm going to share a very interesting case study of one of my conversations with one of my UK investor who ended up buying in this community. I would like to share it with you in the end of this video. But before that, just look at the beautiful renders of this community. I immediately fell in love when I saw the design, when I saw that the developer is more into building a community and not maximizing his profit. So if you can see it on the screen, but if it's not visible, I will show it over the screen as well. Don't worry about it. These are the mid-rise buildings inside the community that the Majid Al Futtaim is developing right now. But it's a wholesome community. It includes everything. And the good part is that the greenery around this is the forest style living kind of a vibe. And if you can see that there's a school, lifestyle center, mosque, skate park, wellness pavilion, forest pathways. So these things, the future blue metro line, interesting. So the good interesting part is that the future blue metro line will also be crossing right in front of that community. So the good part is that the lot of people who are actually relocating to Dubai, the demographics that are relocating to Dubai, they are looking for these kinds of community. They are looking for a peaceful environment, less crowded, and where there is exclusivity, where there is everything accessibly available, and they are willing to pay the good premium for those kinds of property. That is why if you target a product in this Dubai real estate market where the kind of demographics going to buy those properties, they can make you profit, they can give you a good valuable amount for your holding capacity of that property. So another good part of this community that I would wanted to show you before moving towards the end of the video is the Forest Experience Center. So if you can see it over a satellite view, that how beautiful it looks. That it's so much greenery, and there are more trees than residents. It's kind of the future style living of Dubai. The new 2040 agenda of government initiatives have already planned and regulated that new communities which will be coming up in the market, they have to reserve some space for the greenery. So right now, a lot of people have a challenge in Dubai for because of the heat, because we are close to the coastal line. That is why, and there is a very shortage of trees and everything. But now the government has taken the initiative. The coming 5 to 10 years looks very different to me, because I am seeing the new developments that are coming up. They are designing in a way that it will change the living style of the people who are going to come into Dubai. So right now the details are not out yet for the new cluster of La Sina, but there are few details that I would like to share it with you. The layouts will be quite similar from the previous launch of Sarah and Celia in Ghaf Woods. So the payment plan is still yet to be out, but we are considering right now the payment plan will be 60/40. They are going to be launching 324 units, in which 1 to 3 bedrooms are going to be there. There will be 2 exclusive penthouses as well. So when you look at the stock, which is very scarce in that community, so that holds a different value. So this is how the buildings are going to be looking like in the development of this Ghaf Woods. And if you can see the way they have developed, even if you buy the first floor, even if you buy the ground floor, even if you buy the higher floor, the view and the vibe is going to be very different. So this is not that kind of a project in which that you will have a very a preference of water views or golf course view or things like that, because it's surrounded by the trees, the forest, the greenery, the community, the vibe. So anyone who can secure a unit in this community will going to make money, specifically will going to make money for sure. So interesting case study from one of my investor from UK. We were in touch 4 months ago, and whole Dubai land was in our discussion. So then this community came up with the teaser, and this he got very much interested into it. We were also having discussions for the waterfront properties, but he actually don't want to invest in the waterfront properties because of the one main reason is that he already holds a couple of waterfront properties around the world. So this was not much of his interest. Also, he had some budget constraints as well at that time. So we were discussing about the Ghaf Woods then, because the Ghaf Woods launching price at that time was 1.2, 1.3 million for a one bed. So I told him to buy two one beds in this community and hold each of them until the handover, and trade one of the one beds which you're getting a good offer for on a good premium, and pay for the other one bed, the 40% amount which is remaining. So he actually gave me a very good idea, because his children are looking to study, looking to start their studies in Dubai. So he actually ended up buying two one beds and one two bed from me. So what he planned was that he is going to pay 60% on each one bed and the two bed, and by the time of handover he's going to trade off his one bed. Even if he's getting the 500 to 600,000 dirhams profit out of it, he's going to trade it, and he's going to pay off his two beds 40% remaining amount, and then he will take the mortgage for the one bed 40% amount. Interesting, very interesting plan he had, because his children are looking their future in Dubai. They're very old. They don't want to shift to Dubai for a lifetime. They have their own connection in their country, the British. So I can really understand it's very hard, because my parents in Pakistan, they don't want to shift to Dubai for a lifetime. When you're born and raised into a country, it's very hard to leave sometimes. So if you look at it, he bought a one bed for 1.5 million, and if you take the 60% of that amount, it's going to be approximately 960,000. And if you add 500,000 dirhams into that amount, it's going to be around somewhere 1.45, 1.5 million dirhams. And he will cash that amount out and allocate those amounts to his remaining payments of two bed and the remaining payments of one bed, which was actually quite a very interesting plan to me. So yes, let's conclude this video and get in touch. Contact on my description link so we can talk about these communities in detail, and as a whole where Dubai is adding, what kind of new communities that are coming up. If this community doesn't make any sense to you and you are in discussions with any other developer and you're very confused about making a decision, so let's get in touch. Thank you for watching. Matlub Ahmed Khan, Aeon and Crystal Real Estate.